The sun pierced the morning haze over Manila Bay, casting a golden glow on calm waters as a new silhouette appeared on the horizon. The BRP Luzon, the first of a new class of multi-role response vessels from Japan, cut through the waves, a symbol of modern naval power for a nation long vulnerable. On the docks, a crowd gathered: military officials, government leaders, fishermen, students, and families, all drawn by hope. For ordinary Filipinos, this ship was more than hardware. It was a promise of a safer future. The hum of the engines grew louder as the BRP Luzon glided to its berth, guided by tugboats, Filipino sailors standing at attention on deck. These sailors, trained in Japan, were pioneers of a new chapter for the Philippine Navy, bringing home not just a ship, but a new responsibility. Years of diplomacy and a deepening friendship between two nations had led to this moment. As mooring lines were secured, a cheer erupted. The ship was finally here. The Philippine flag rose above the formidable warship, a declaration of intent. This was not just a delivery. It was a statement that the Philippines was serious about defending its sovereignty. The arrival of the BRP Luzon marked the beginning of a more assertive era for the nation. It was a powerful image, a modern warship beneath the rising sun, welcomed by a hopeful people. The crowd's excitement was palpable, their pride unmistakable. For the first time in years, many felt their nation could stand its ground. The ship's presence was a message to the world and to every Filipino that they would not be pushed around. The BRP Luzon's arrival was not the end, but the start of a new journey. It was a symbol of resilience, unity, and a nation ready to defend its future. The era of vulnerability was giving way to one of resolve. The waterfront buzzed with excitement, more celebration than ceremony. Filipinos who'd only seen aging ships now saw a vessel fit for the 21st century. An elderly veteran saluted, seeing in the BRP Luzon the strength he'd long hoped for. For fishermen, the ship was a beacon of hope, a guardian on the waves. Years of harassment and fear might finally give way to security. The Navy now had a tool to protect livelihoods and ensure families could provide without fear. The symbolism was powerful, an archipelago finally getting the shield it deserved. The BRP Luzon inspired a new generation, reinforcing national identity and purpose. As ceremonies began, gratitude and pride filled the air. This was a Filipino ship, crewed by Filipinos, defending Filipino waters. It marked a shift from passive defense to active deterrence. The hope was that its presence alone would change the regional dynamic. The BRP Luzon embodied a nation's resolve to remain free and sovereign. It was more than a ship. It was the promise of a safer tomorrow. The BRP Luzon is a technological leap for the Philippine Navy. Built in Japan, it features stealth design, advanced sensors, and a combat management system that gives commanders real-time battlefield awareness. It can track dozens of targets, from missiles to fast boats, and respond in seconds. Armed with a main naval gun, anti-ship missiles, close-in weapon systems, and torpedo launchers, it can defend itself and project power. Its helicopter deck and boats add versatility for surveillance, rescue, and interdiction. This is not a hand-me-down. It's a flexible, modern platform for a nation facing complex maritime challenges. The BRP Luzon's capabilities mean the Philippines can now deter threats and protect its interests. It's a game-changer for a navy that's often been outmatched. The ship's arrival signals a new era of professionalism and confidence. It's not just about firepower, it's about giving the Philippines a real say in its own security. The BRP Luzon is the tool the nation has long needed. The BRP Luzon signals a strategic shift for the Philippines. For decades, the country relied on its alliance with the U.S., with little ability to patrol its own waters. Now, modernization is building a credible deterrent. Sailors and officers have a platform to match regional navies, boosting morale and professionalism. Patrols in the West Philippine Sea are now backed by real capability. The Philippines moves from passive observer to active shaper of its security environment. Diplomats speak with more weight, knowing their words are backed by steel. A stronger Philippines helps stabilize the South China Sea, complicating any aggressor's calculations. This is about preventing conflict by making aggression costly. The BRP Luzon empowers the Philippines to be a more active regional partner. It elevates the nation's standing, transforming it from a recipient to a provider of security. Confidence is reshaping how the Philippines and the world see its role in Asia. The sight of a Japanese-built warship in the Philippine Navy is a testament to how much has changed. Once bitter enemies, Japan and the Philippines are now close partners. Decades of reconciliation and shared values laid the foundation for this alliance. Filipino sailors trained in Japan, forging bonds and building trust. Joint exercises at sea now strengthen interoperability and cooperation. This partnership is about more than hardware. It's about shared commitment to a free and open maritime order. The BRP Luzon is the visible symbol, but the real strength lies in deepening ties between governments, militaries, and people. Together, they reinforce a network crucial for regional stability. The delivery of the BRP Luzon reflects Japan's evolving security role. Once strictly pacifist, Japan now recognizes that peace sometimes requires active defense. Rising regional threats have led Japan to support partners like the Philippines. Providing warships is a strategic way for Japan to promote stability without direct military deployment. This shift required political courage and a new consensus at home. Japan's own security depends on stable sea lanes through the South China Sea. Helping the Philippines is both altruistic and in Japan's self-interest. Southeast Asia welcomes Japan as a responsible, predictable partner. Japan's approach contrasts with China's coercion, offering a model based on partnership. The BRP Luzon is a symbol of Japan's proactive, stabilizing presence in Asia. It marks Japan's quiet return as a guardian of regional order. Beijing quickly criticized the BRP Luzon's arrival, calling it provocative. But this delivery is part of a broader trend, nations uniting to counter coercion. The US, Australia, and Europe are deepening security ties in the region. The Japan-Philippines partnership is a key piece of this network, sending a message to China: aggression has consequences. The goal isn't to encircle China, but to encourage cooperation over coercion. Other Southeast Asian nations are watching, seeing a blueprint for their own modernization. The Philippines' success could inspire others to strengthen alliances and resist dominance. The ripples from this single ship could reshape the region's security landscape. Modernization brings risks. More capable ships in contested waters raise the stakes. A standoff could escalate quickly if not managed with professionalism and clear rules. The hope is that new strength leads to a more stable peace through deterrence. The Philippines seeks to prevent conflict, not provoke it, by making aggression too costly. This new confidence opens doors for meaningful dialogue with China. The goal is a peaceful, rules-based code of conduct for all nations in the South China Sea. The BRP Luzon is a tool for diplomacy as much as defense. Strength must be balanced with open communication and prudence. The strategy: firmness, resolve, and a willingness to talk, steering the region toward peace. The BRP Luzon story is one of hope and new beginnings. It gives the Philippines tools to protect its sovereignty and resources. The partnership with Japan is now a cornerstone of regional stability. The ship's presence is meant to prevent war, not start one. It signals that the rules-based order will be defended. Strengthening the Philippines makes the Indo-Pacific safer for all. As the BRP Luzon sails into service, it embodies courage, cooperation, and resolve. A new chapter has begun, written with unity, not fear.